How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another GTA Online video. My name is Saintsfan, and today I want to talk about Red Dead Online and this new feature that Rockstar are adding to it that I think needs to be added into GTA Online. Today on Rockstar's Newswire post, which I'll find a link and link it in the description below, they talked about the road ahead for Red Dead Online. And honestly, it's pretty underwhelming. They don't really give a whole lot of detail on what they plan on doing. I mean, there's some good like gameplay features, and obviously one of them is what we're going to be talking about. But they don't really give any updates on content. Like, they just say they're going to be adding more content in the future months, so stay tuned. That doesn't really tell us what they plan on adding. I guess we'll still have to wait to see what this content for Red Dead Online is going to be. But regardless, that's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about this one new feature that they're adding to the game that would make GTA Online so much better. One of the complaints in GTA Online, one of the major complaints in GTA Online, is that everyone just blows you up and kills you because of all the crazy weapons in the game. I mean, half the vehicles, I would say more than half the vehicles that you see driven around in Los Santos at the moment can lock on to vehicles and blow you up pretty easily. And unless you have an armored vehicle, which there's only like a couple in the game, then you're gonna die and you're gonna get frustrated, and your only option is passive mode. But in passive mode, you are limited because you can't shoot NPCs, you can't do certain things. So passive mode, while it's definitely a step above what they had originally way back 5 years ago, this new feature that they're adding to Red Dead Online would make passive mode, would bring it to the next level. So the feature, this is what they're adding to Red Dead Online. I don't actually know when they're adding this, if it's already been added or if they're adding it in the future update, but offensive and defensive playing style options. Some players just want to immerse themselves in the world, riding, hunting, and fishing in peace. We want to offer these options while allowing players to coexist comfortably alongside other players in the world. The offensive playing style is much like the current free roam as we know it, while the defensive playing style is a more evolved version of the passive mode concept, designed specifically for Red Dead Online's more grounded experience, giving players more flexibility in how they interact with the world, at the same time de-emphasizing hostile contact with other players. So I mean, that paragraph alone, you're like, oh my god, that sounds actually really cool. Continuing, choosing the defensive option introduces balances that complement a less confrontational approach. Defensive players cannot be lassoed by rival players, although if a defensive player lassos another player, they'll be removed from the defensive playstyle and incur a significant hostility level increase. Defensive players will trade the ability to lock on to other players for the benefit that other players will not be able to lock onto them. And then the third paragraph, while defensive players can target and be targeted in free roam, they cannot deliver or receive critical hits. If a defensive player is attacked with a headshot, they'll survive and be able to defend themselves via the hostility system or escape, all while remaining defensive. There are several other adjustments that come with the defensive playing style, all of which are built to work seamlessly with systems like hostility and bounties to keep all players rooted in the world. So obviously, yeah, some of that, or the main point is that it's sort of made for Red Dead Online, but with some tweaking that would work perfectly in GTA Online. Imagine if in your interaction menu or your start menu, I don't know where they'd put it, you had the option to choose your playing style. You could be an offensive player, and that's fine. Again, like they say, that's how the game works now. Everyone's an offensive player. But instead of the passive mode, you have the option of having the defensive playing style. And in GTA Online, this would work kind of like how they mention it works in, or how it's going to work in Red Dead Online. For example, players in GTA Online would no longer be able to lock onto you with homing missiles. That alone would make this feature 100% worth it. This would solve the issue of the Oppressor Mark II people This would solve the issue of all the guys with the homing launcher trying to blow you up if you're just flying a regular plane. This would solve that main griefing issue. Now, yeah, they still could blow you up and everything, but it's a lot harder to kill someone without being able to lock onto them. And then if they do want to take it the next step, like they say they are going to do in Red Dead Online, if you're in the defensive plane style and you do get hit with a homing missile, the first one isn't going to kill you. Now, I guess what gets complicated here is that it might still blow up your car, but it might not kill you. So obviously, again, they'd have to tweak this a little bit. Maybe that wouldn't necessarily work in GTA Online. If any of you guys have any cooler ideas or better ideas, then let us know in the comments. And again, let Rockstar know on the feedback section, which I'll leave a link to in the description. But that's one of the main parts that would be perfect. And I mean, just being able to drive around GTA Online, not getting locked onto by homing missiles, not getting auto-aimed by the tryhards in the game. I doubt Rockstar would do this, but if they wanted to really make this great, your blip on the minimap would not appear if you were playing the defensive style. Now, this would all go out the window once you started a job, because look, we all know Rockstar, they want people to kill each other in this game in GTA Online. That's like the whole point. That's why they make it to where everyone stands out when you're delivering certain things. So we have to give up some stuff to get, I guess, this defensive plane style concept. So if you were a defensive player, let's say, and you did start a job, or you did a mission, like one of the VIP missions, or you're doing a free roam event, then all this goes out the window. You know, your defensive plane style goes back to offensive. You show up on the radar, you can be locked onto, you know, everything's back to normal. But once you're done, then it's back to the defensive plane style, and you don't appear on the radar. You know, you don't, let's say, get locked onto. You can just enjoy the freaking world. And actually, like, the one benefit of this would be you could actually use cars that aren't armored. I mean, yeah, look, again, there's still the possibility that you die, but at least it wouldn't be as often, I feel like. Now, I'm sure the PvP players, I'm sure they'll find a way to use this and abuse this. But if they did some sort of bad sport for that, like they mentioned in the paragraphs, they have a new hostility system they're implementing. And if you are a defensive player and you do become aggressive by abusing the system, then your hostility level is going to increase, which does cause some negative, or give you some negative consequences in the game. So they can do something similar in GTA Online, where your bad sport percentage may go up, or your dot on the minimap may become super bright red so people know that you're a dick and you shouldn't be near. Maybe they could have some sort of cooldown where if you are a defensive player and you initiate the contact, or you initiate the firefight with someone, then you can't become a defensive player for, let's say, an hour, for 48 minutes. Again, to sort of wrap up this video, I just think this is such a great idea because it allows both style of players to live in the same world. Again, like they're trying to do in Red Dead Online. It allows the people who want to just grief and attack each other. It allows them to see each other on the minimap, allows them to lock onto each other, kill each other, all they want. But if you don't, if you just want to chill out and enjoy the world, you know, enjoy driving around, messing around with your friends, maybe you're up at Mount Chill and you just want to be left alone, go defensive and boom, they don't know where you're at. I mean, unless they see you, but you're more free to do stuff without having to worry. And you can actually enjoy public lobbies. You don't need to go into a solo public lobby or go into an invite-only lobby. You could actually enjoy the world, I guess, like Rockstar meant to have you in. So anyway, that is it with the video. Thank you all for watching. Again, if you do want to see this, share it with Rockstar. Put it in the feedback section on the Rockstar site. Share it with your friends. Let them know to do the same sort of stuff. But this would be such an awesome feature, and it's already in Red Dead Online. I'm sure it wouldn't be too hard to bring into GTA Online. Thank you all for watching. Subscribe if you're new around here so you don't miss out on any of my future GTA Online videos. But as always, I will see you guys in the next one.